Hey Assalamu alaikum. Matrell on a mission here, and welcome to the live today. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Like I said, I am Matrell on a mission. I am on a mission to live my best life here in the motherland and travel the world, and I invite you guys to take that journey along with me. So today, you guys, I have a very special guest and a very special topic. As you saw coming in, make sure that you do hit the like button on your way in, and if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe as well. I really appreciate that. But let me talk about today's guest. So today's guest is not an expat yet, but it's something that she's thinking about doing. She is a life coach. She is another YouTuber, and she has a really awesome lifestyle channel. And so I have all of her information in the links below. So please make sure you subscribe to support her channel. And I'm going to bring her on right now. Let's see. Hi, Lydia.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Good to be here.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the live
Okay.
today to have this discussion. I think it is an important one because I think a lot of people um, are considering what their options are, especially with all the turmoil and everything that's going on all over the world, right? And so um,
Right.
when
Right.
you had
Thanks for
when you had put that comment, you put that comment in. For me, it was really profound. I was like, wow, this could probably help a lot of people who are trying to make a decision whether or not it's a viable solution for them to move abroad or not. But before we get into that, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone that's watching, and just let them know everything that you want them to know about you.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so happy that Matroy invited me to live with her today. My name is Lydia, and as she said, I'm a life coach. I have been on YouTube actively since 2013. My channel has transitioned a lot. I'm an expat around 2000,
Mm.
had two trips and to Ghana in 21 and had to cancel them due to the pandemic. So point where I'm about to early, and I wanted to just get more information. So I started watching a bunch of videos, following a lot of groups,
Mhm.
just trying to get as much information I can about Africa and trying to decide actually where I want to settle. So I found my trail through another expat, and I've been following her and really enjoy her channel. And I'm looking forward to actually visiting her sometime this year at the end of the year in Egypt. So yeah.
Yay. That would be awesome. All right. Yeah. So we got a YouTube veteran here. And I'm glad you mentioned the fact that, when you made the decision to start considering traveling overseas, that you use YouTube as a resource, because that's the beauty of this platform. There are so many of us that are dispersed all over the world, and a lot of us are actually showing what life is like in these countries, because I don't think people can really imagine it, and it's not something that's normally displayed on television, and especially in the States. So, did you hear that?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I did. It was
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sorry for that. You guys, we're trying to do something a little different. So we're going to see how this works out today. I'm tossed up between two different platforms, so we're going to see how this is going to work out for us today. But anyway, yeah. So let's kind of get this discussion going, and I guess for people who are on Lydia's channel who don't know who I am a trail on a mission. I've been doing YouTube just for a couple of years now. I started when I took a trip to Ghana a couple of years ago, and that was like I was there for like 30 days, so I got my
think
channel
it's
started there, and then is it, and then I went on and went through the pandemic, just like, Lydia had mentioned earlier. And then I ended up coming to Egypt on my way to Ghana, but decided to stay. So that's my story. So I have a channel, Montreal on a Mission. And what I do is lifestyle vlogs and travel vlogs for my life here in Egypt. Travel vlogs for life here in Egypt. Okay, I don't know what it, but I have it playing out loud. It's just, it's just a little lag.
Hasn't
So
it
we're
joined
good.
us yet?
No, not yet. So if you guys are there, please say hello. Type something in the chat. Let us know you're here. There's people here watching. No one has said anything though. All right, so we're gonna get this party started.
Okay.
So we're gonna be talking about moving. We're gonna talk about moving abroad. So Lydia, as the person who is interested in moving, can you go ahead and try to discuss what some of your concerns are, or what questions you have about moving abroad?
Well, I hear a lot about and I've done thorough research. It's not as easy as people I know out there to our country is different. And if you're trying to uproot yourself and move to the continent, you got to continue to be able to live your life. And so I just wanted to get more information on places or resources on the continent that you can help. Because like in America, it's easier for people to move here because the government is helping them. So what are some of the resources that we, if you know a lot of people, connections on ground, then it's going to be like really hard for you. And it doesn't matter how much you save. I've watched people who save, one of the first, I think, expats that I follow, native born. And I think they were there 5 years or so. And they're back in the US now.
Yeah.
So that is not something I would wish to do. If I'm going to move, I want to be
right.
back. When I retire.
Right. And Lydia, and you're right. You're right. When people do move to the United States, they do have a lot of help. There are a lot of social safety nets there, and there's ways to make sure that people don't fall in the cracks. They always have a level of support, even though they're away from their home country. And when you move, like here I am in Egypt right now, and like you said, coming on savings alone is not a good idea for anyone. I don't care how much savings you think you have. You better have some other income sources, or but we'll go over that in a minute. But to come to a place where there's zero social safety net, here it's like, you're gonna either sink or swim. So you always in survival mode, but it's not the same level. Even though I'm in survival mode, I don't have the stress that I do in the United States because you do things like pay your rent in advance for a year. You know what I'm saying? So you have, time to try to earn the money that you need to earn to pay for the next year. So because the cost of living is low. But you're right. Not having a social safety net is a huge concern, and something that I wish there was just a way that if there was like a good expat fund or something, just some way that at least we can borrow money if we needed to, or get some assistance if you come up on rough times, but it's not.
And as a solo, I will be traveling
Mm-hmm.
alone, and that's a concern. My safety,
Right.
and just making sure that I, know who I can contact, who I can talk to, you know, that a lot of people lack the information for. So
Right. Right. You're right. But more importantly, though, I think people do really need to make sure that they do plan well for coming, and um, especially like I would say women of a certain age, if you are the type and you're able to have a friend come, and you can live with a roommate type situation, that is like so ideal here. I was in that type of situation before here. It was perfect. I loved it. Just made life easier, got to explore things together. You cut the expenses in half. So your money went a lot further. But yeah, so if I don't know. I just think coming anywhere alone is hard. But if you go somewhere and there is at least an expat community wherever you go, that would be helpful, because you do need people who can understand you to talk to. You have to be able to
right.
communicate with someone. Let's see, Lydia. I think these are some of people from your channel that are here in the chat. If you want to say hello,
Recognize,
you don't see them.
but
Okay. All right.
hello. Thank
Yeah. So you don't know their names. Okay. Well, we're going to welcome Andrea to the live today. Thank you
Oh,
for
hi.
thank you for. Okay.
Yeah, I do recognize one.
Okay. Okay, Eve, and then we also have Bobby Shane. Whoever Bobby is, they're interested in food. They're just talking about food today. So, but we're talking
They're very
about
interested in
travel.
food. Yes.
Yeah, right, and we're talking about travel. so, so yeah. And the other thing I kind of want to touch on too, though, Lydia, is like if somebody does come, just say you come and say you do run out of resources, but you have the ability to go back to the States and rekindle, re-up, get the resources and stuff again and come back, or go wherever to the next destination. There's no shame in that. I think there's life's lessons that happen. I'm thinking about other YouTubers that I've been following, that they have to go back to their home country and they work maybe a couple of months, but then they spend the majority of their time abroad, so they're living that transcontinental life is what I call it. But it still affords them, it works for them, because I guess everybody just has to have a different way of wanting to do things. I know for me, I enjoy the time I have scheduled to come to the States, because I can't be away from my grandbabies that long, or my daughter. It's been hard. That's the hardest part about being an expat for me, is my family. And so
Very hard.
so just going there for the couple months that they're out of school or whatever, that's, I get all that time to love on them, and then I don't get to see them again when school starts. So yeah. But I'm not one of those that say I'm never going back to the States. I'm never going back to the States to live, but I will go back to visit, God willing, every time I want to, because I have family there. I have to.
I think that's nice. I mean, because it's like taking a vacation. But if I am repatriating, moving, I want
Mhm.
that to be my home. I don't want to let me go back to the United States and try to work
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever you do to get resources up again. I mean, because that's not what it is. I mean, that's not really moving. If you're going to have to always come back and depend on US in
Right.
order to live,
Right.
to come back and get yourself together so that you, I guess I look
Yeah.
at different way than a lot of people. But that's backpedaling. I want to get myself
Yeah.
together. Come back is to visit.
Right. And the thing is the people that I know that go back and forth like that, when they came here, they didn't establish themselves here they got a rental and things like that. I think, for me, the smarter thing to do would be, if you knew exactly where you wanted to live, come make a purchase the home, purchase the land, or whatever you're going to do, and then start building that, and then make that your base, and just make sure you have the resources to do that, and then enjoy your life. Because here, once you pay for your house, it's paid for. There's no extra things that you have to pay for. You know what I'm saying? There's no extra taxes, none of that. None of that. You own it. Well, at least I'm speaking for Egypt. In Egypt, when you buy it, you own it. That's it. Do what you want. And so that would be the optimal thing to do. So I think the goal of a lot of us here in Egypt now is to make sure that people understand how much money they would need to come to be able to, buy that place that they want, and and then be able to just come settle in and don't have to worry about trying to get the residual income going or going back and forth to work. You hear me? Oof. Lord, is a fly in here. Can you hear me, Lydia? Oh, I think you're frozen.
Yes.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay. Oh, it was me. I was frozen. I was talking. Okay, sorry. But yeah, um, girl, it is a fly in here. It's about to drive me crazy. Mm-mm-mm.
Me, I would.
I guess we have serious lag here.
For me, I would like an expat that was easier to said than done, and then you get there and it's a group that will tell you A, B, C. They run you may need to do
Right.
more helpful, because a lot of
I'm sorry. You said a lot of the people that you follow do what? It didn't come through for me.
sorry guys.
No, you said a lot of people that you follow do what? It didn't come through for me.
I see
Sorry.
8 people in the chat.
Yeah.
What part?
Oh, the last one.
Okay, I was saying that experts are a group of people that would tell us. I don't know where we.
Yeah.
Did you guys say hello in the chat? It's 8 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I think we could benefit from having groups, like you said, like expat groups or something like that.
Can you hear me, Mitrell?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I apologize.
I hear you.
Right. Because some of it is not understandable. You got to be able to comprehend what you're doing. And right. When you're saying about visas or to get down, so people who have never really traveled that way can get a clear understanding of what vaccinations are required. I don't subscribe to the COVID in certain countries, and just all the things that you really need to know. That's the information I be trying to research. So
okay. Yeah, that's good. And you're right. That type of information is definitely necessary. Um,
And
yeah,
the
because
types
I
of
think it's a
visas, you know,
right
vacation or
visas.
whatever.
Period. Yeah, I don't think people under in the states really understand visas because we never had to really get one unless we travel to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not used to being immigrant
Right.
status. So I feel like I'm an immigrant now. So it's different. I really feel for what the people went through in the states.
Absolutely.
So Eve said, in my end, Lydia keeps freezing. And when we moved to the PNW 2 states away from our home in September, I feel we never really connected here. I don't know where PNW, where's that? Do you know where that is, Lydia?
We're
2 states away from our
PNW,
home.
I'm not sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't.
Where is that, Eve? Where's that at, Eve? She never really, yeah, and I guess that's another thing. I think she brings up a good point too.
That's I
Making
found
sure
out.
you feel a connection. I don't know now because you said it's 2 states away, so it's got to be.
They said that I'm freezing.
Yeah, yeah. See, you don't look frozen to me, but okay, maybe to them you do. Um, but like I said, Eve did touch on a good point about not feeling a connection somewhere, and that's the other thing too about repatriation. Everybody needs to travel to visit first. It's really hard to just go to a country and then just set up shop and live. You don't know if you really want to live there after you get there. You might not like it, so you should visit for extended periods of time first before making the move, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, this fly is getting on my nerve. Oh, Eve said that's the Pacific Northwest,
Go
Washington. Okay.
on for that purpose. Yeah.
See, hold on. Where's my thing doing? It is streaming. Okay. All right. Did you see what Eve said? She said it's the Pacific
Did you hear me?
Northwest, Washington. Yeah, I hear you. You can't watch it on YouTube because it'll be a bigger lag.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to just watch. Yeah, watch it on our screen because they're definitely behind where we are. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree, Eve. It is really important to have a community. Yeah, to pop up somewhere and just be a stranger, you'll feel isolated and alone. And that's not really what you want, especially when you're trying to go somewhere to be free. You don't want to be alone that way. So having a community is nice. Oh, Lydia, you froze again. Eve, am I freezing as well? Or is it just Lydia?
Oh man.
Sorry. I see you. Just Lydia. Okay, Lydia says they're saying that you're the only one who's freezing. I don't know why. Hmm. I also don't understand why it didn't go live on my end. Andrea says she agrees with Lydia, or only Lydia. Only you're freezing, Lydia. Andrea says she agrees with Eve. 100% connection is everything. It's good to get to know people even before you visit, right? That you can get to know and meet up with once you arrive. Yep, that is absolutely true. Okay, now you're back.
Right. And I think, thank you, Andrea. I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how I've survived here in Egypt so far because I knew some, after I came here, I made friends immediately and I came with someone. I don't know if I think my experience would have been different if I wouldn't have been by myself, to be honest. And I think if I hadn't made the friends that I needed, that my experience would be different. So I always tell people, I said, don't look at how I'm living in Egypt and think that that's is going to be exactly the same for you because you don't know the same people I do. But since I'm here, I will try to make it as comfortable for you as I can. So I've taken that mission upon myself. Anybody that comes here knows when they come, I got people that are coming, they come, then it's not on a tour thing. This is just on a, hey, Matrell, I saw you, I know you from YouTube. I'm in Egypt. Can we meet up? Yeah, sure. We go have coffee, we talk, and help them understand what it's really like to be here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not on some tour stuff. It's just on personal American thing. Because I want you to be safe. Because I would want someone to do that for me. You know, it just froze again. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lydia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the stream is acting this way. For some reason, everyone is saying that your side is
And that's
freezing,
why I
but
feel
my
like
side is.
often it's sorry, guys. And that's why I feel often memorize and romanticize because
Mm-hmm.
it's not as easy as it sounds. And I
No.
really want to, but I just need help as far as information and about it. So
Right. Yeah, and like I said, I think even if we tell people what it's really like, it's just better for you than everyone to experience for themselves. That's why I'm saying I'm a strong advocate for go somewhere for at least 2 weeks, you know, and then don't go in tourist mode. Don't go staying in the hotels. If it's a place that you think you want to live, rent an apartment for 2 weeks, and yeah, because that's the only way you're going to know for sure if
right.
it's a place that you can vibe with, and that's real. Because even now where I am, I know I like where I am, but I like another part of this country better. So that's where I'd rather be. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad I didn't get anything permanent in one place because now I really know where I want to be after being here
Okay.
for almost
Right.
2 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I do go, now I'll be in a better position to and more willing to put roots down there because I know that that's where I want to be. That's after 2 years. So,
Was I mean that would be my first choice. But other countries,
mm-hmm.
Thailand, these places are easier for you to come there and actually get I heard just recently Mexico is you can get there and you can get a 4 year
Mm-hmm.
visa or where our ancestors are from. It's harder for us to go there. understand that. It's almost like we're
I think,
asking
yeah,
or pleading to be able to come. And so I other
yeah,
Andrea said something.
I hear you. Yeah, she says that there's definitely a honeymoon phase, but reality quickly hits when you start creating daily routines and realize the routines will probably change drastically from what you're used to. Yeah, that's true. That is
From
true.
what you used to.
But yeah, Lily, I agree.
I
It
believe
is a
that.
little disheartening. It's a little disheartening that it is so hard to get citizenship or residency in Africa. I don't know. I don't know if that's by design. I kind of feel like it's by design. I kind of feel like these governments are being pressured to not make it easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if the governments are being pressured or what, but it just seems like it should be a lot easier than it is. Um, yeah, but it's almost like they're trying to deter people from coming here. Make it so difficult that they can go want to go somewhere else. But luckily, the world is a large place, and there are a whole lot of beautiful places to go. So yeah, no
It
one's
feels that way
you
sometimes.
don't have to come there.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
But that's what
yeah.
we're doing. But
Africa is
yeah,
not.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it ain't the only place in the world. It's not the only country in the world. There's definitely a lot of other beautiful places, and yeah, like you said, Mexico. Yeah, I was speaking to a couple of
But I do
other
plan to visit. I still
people.
plan.
Hmm. Would you say?
I, I still plan to visit. I
Yeah,
still because I
yeah,
definitely want to visit.
yeah. You definitely have to visit to experience it for yourself. Sorry, guys, I just saw that feature that I can show the comments. I just found that. Um, Yes, but if anyone that's watching in the chat, if you have any questions or you want to chime in on, your thoughts or concerns about moving abroad, is that the answer to our problems? And let's kind of go back to answering that
Comments,
question, Olivia. Yeah, go back to answering
information.
that question.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, is it the answer to move abroad? Is that the problem solver for people in America?
I did
I said,
all of it.
okay, what I said was, is is moving abroad really the answer to the people's problems in America? Is that going to solve a problem to move abroad? I guess you didn't get it still. I don't know why it's lagging like that. So, you guys, if you are just joining the live, I am speaking with Lydia's Live TV, and we are discussing whether or not moving abroad is the answer to our problems for those people in the West. And we seem to be having a little bit of latency issues, so I do apologize for that. But hopefully, I don't know, Lydia, did you hear the last question? I see you now. Can you hear me, Lydia? Can you hear me? Yeah, something is not right here. Lydia, I think you're still frozen. Can you hear me at all? No. Okay. Can you hear me? No. All right, you guys. I'm sorry about this. We're having too many latency issues with this live. So, uh oh, Lydia popped out. I don't know what happened. Okay, so she popped out. So hopefully, she's gonna. Oh, she's coming back in. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. Okay, she's back. Are you there? Can you hear me? I see you moving. I see you moving. No, Lydia, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me, you guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I don't think it's gonna work, Lydia. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but it's frozen on that side, so I'm not sure. I sent you a message. Can you look at the message? If you can hear me, if you can hear me, do like this.
Are we back?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, Lydia, I see you. Can you hear me? No. Yeah. Cheryl says, "Hey sis," and Eve says maybe Lydia can text in the chat a summary of her answers. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why yours is frozen. Usually mine is freezing, but yours is the one freezing today. I don't know. And Cheryl says she can't hear. You can hear me, but they can't hear you. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to take her out. Yeah, you guys. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If we're able to get the system to work right, we'll probably try to hop back on. But if not, we're going to have to try to reschedule. So I do appreciate everyone that did come. Hopefully, some of the information that we put out is useful to you. And yeah, so we're going to have to just try to do this again. Sorry, you guys, but thank you. Thank you for watching.